I forgot to test my microphone again. Oh, I think it's actually working. Hi, and welcome to heaven. Cassandra's in the room, so I might be acting a little bit differently.
I'm not sure.
Is this good lighting? Oh, that looks cool. I look like an alien. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Hello, Anna. Hello, Sean. Hello, Lisa. And Span. And Leisha. And Clara, if you're here. Okay, I just need to find a place to put this. Is that good? That's terrible. Hold still. Oh dear. You could just stare at my elbow. I do have 8 of them. It worked! Hello everybody and welcome to today's Saturday's Chaos class. I assume you can hear me. Cassandra's laughing at me. She's leaving the room. Now we can act normal. Like we're normal people. Look, here's a picture of me without my shirt on. There's one inaccuracy, and that's that there's 3 hairs. But really, I'm as hairy as a gorilla. But we won't talk about that. I have a tiny microphone. So anyway. Well, Hal says... Am I? So Hal, your message popped up on the thing, and it says, this message is held for review. Because it says a word that is highly controversial. Wait. Cassandra has a bunny. So the camera is just there, and there's the bunny.
Hello.
Is this pancake or cheese beans?
Hello. These waffles. He's like, why is this light so bright?
It's good kitty. Nice kitty. Mwah. Do they like kisses? I'm as hairy as the rabbit, by the way. An entirely different way. Aww. Leisha says hi. Leisha's like, g'day, rabbit. How's it going? Yeah. What is happening today? I have no plan. I just finished watching a Wheezy Waiter video where he's like, just plan and show up. But unfortunately, my plan is show up. So that's it. It is a very weird cat. It's a little fluffy macaroni. I put a feather in his hat, and I just ruined my computer. That's lovely. Oh, wait, I was going to... Oh, no, I did have a plan. It was a plan. It was a great plan. Everybody hang tight. Or hang loose. Or hang medium. Whatever that means. I did have it. Yeah, I know I do have it. Okay. I just have to work out how to make it work. Now, you watch this. This is going to be epic. Let me just do... This is Chaos class today, so we can do whatever we want. Look, there is my computer. Now, if we just go like this, and then tippy-tappy the key... Not the keyboard? No, that's the key... Yeah, we'll run that one as well. Here it is. Oh no, there's 2 of them. Okay, wait, hold still. Look. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? Oh, it's gone. Okay, that's enough. We need another one. Computer magic. I'm still trying to find things as well. You mean you haven't packed your chest hair yet, Lisa? Only one more day! Until, if I scream too loud, tell me, I can turn down the microphone a bit. You're at the new house, but the movers didn't bring everything. That's awful. What happened? Why didn't they bring everything? Did you pack it in those weird shopping bags that you get from the supermarket that are like made out of plastic fabric? What are we doing? No. I remember. You gotta press this button. Miss Art? No. Try again. I'm very good at computers. There we go. Randomizer 2000. Oh, it beeps. That is unpleasant. Why does it beep? That's the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's just quickly fix that because I don't want it to beep. Look at this. We're doing all kinds of fun things today, everybody. As you can see, we have a fantastic program here made by me and a computer. We're just going to get rid of this, but I don't know what program this is. Programming language is Python. There we go. Save that. Close this. Go back to the randomizer 2000 and begin again. Well, yeah. Oh, no. Randomizer 2000 line into oh, no. Okay. Okay. Look, you can watch me struggle with having to have the correct indents and everything. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, close that. What are you doing, Simon? Okay, it doesn't work. A randomizer 2000. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to think of funny things to do. Cleaners. Oh, that was the worst thing. Cleaning is possibly the worst thing that you have to do when you move out of a house. Deep clean. Like this mop. Let's draw what does a mop look like? Looks like a big paintbrush. It'd be fun to paint with a mop. I want to do that. Jazza did it. There I am. Look at me cleaning. I can help cleaning. Look, I'll send my avatar over, Lisa, and he can help you clean because he's so good at helping. There we go. Okay, well, actually, one thing is that I think because Lisa and Hal, mopping is just painting with watercolors minus the color. That's really funny. It's true. Mopping is just painting the floor without the watercolors without the color. You're funnier than me. Hal, you're in America. Lisa's in America. Leisha's in America. Mackay's in America. Koa's in America. Clara's not in America. I thought I'd assume you're not. Sean and Anna are not in America. But if I put the time to 10 a.m., then it makes it not midnight. Is that a good idea? Please tell me now. He will not be cheaper. He'll be free. Unfortunately, I thought America was... No, I went there once. It was good. I went there like 3 times. I don't know. My friend... I probably said this before, but my friend Jackie said that Los Angeles has a specific, distinct smell, and it's cheeseburgers and wet chalk. And it's true. That's what it smells like. Hi, Clarice. Yeah, I know Clarice, your mum, but I'm assuming like she's with you, and she's not in America, because maybe she is in America. Who knows? So right now it's 12:30. We started at 12:30. It's 12:40 now. So it'd be 2.5 hours before. It'd be 10 a.m. So that means for you it would be earlier, so that you don't have to stay up late. So I just thought we put it out there. And of course, yeah. Sorry, Lisa. I knew you were in Shistakabachubabacan. Stikishabafuchwam. She is not with you. That sounds deep. Is this Xian or Anna? Who knows? But yeah, Canada's the same time zones, isn't it? Shows you how much I lived in Canada for quite a while, so I should know this. Span is in Australia, if she's still here. If she's not here, Span, if you're still here, I hope you're feeling better. What are we going to draw? Let's draw a picture. Why don't we draw this? Hi, Anna. How you doing? I'm drawing some sort of lizard. Cass walked back in the room, so I'm going to act weird. See, now she's yelling at me. This is weird. She's not yelling at me. I don't know what she said. What did you say?
I said we've been living together for 20 years. I don't know why you have to change how you act when I walk in the room.
Cass and I have been living together for 20 years. How has she survived? This is a weird lizard. Okay, let's just quickly recap on the chats. Hold on, I'll just move my head down a bit so I can see the chats better. It's not how that works, Simon. Oh, it would be 8 p.m. then for me. Anything works for me. I have work until 10 p.m.-ish, so I can always pop in whenever. Lovely. Leisha says, even certain stairs in the USA don't go to the stairs? Don't go to the standard time zone changes. That's true, Leisha. This kind of stair that you get in America definitely doesn't adhere to the standard time. But this one, usually you get that on the subway. Sandwich. That one. Just don't make fun of people's spelling mistakes. We don't change our clock since that word, Lisa, it's just not a real... Yeah, it's true. Queensland does the same thing. I wish we didn't have daylight savings because I've got a really itchy... Excuse me. It's got an itchy nose. And I've got to scratch it. No. Cass is on the phone now. It's a bit weird. I'm just going to go over there and close the door. 20 years! High five! Whoops. Okay. You guys are going to have to be my randomizer 2000. Got an itchy head. The stare of bad spelling. That's this one. I'm a really good speller, actually. Can't do maths. I can remember numbers. That's a fun game. You give me a number, I'll remember it. Between 1 and 9. Sorry. I make myself laugh. My headphones don't fit anymore. I got bald. So, this lizard, he needs some hair. That's for sure. Have you ever seen a lizard with a full head of hair? Well, you're in for a treat. Oh, that's awful. Oh, no, lizards don't have ears, do they? They've got holes. Are we in for a treat? Is this a treat? It needs a tongue. Oh, yay! Did you guys know I could do this? I think I found that out a couple of weeks ago. Let's pay attention, Simon. Who has short-term memory loss? Me. Let's just have the tongue come out here. I forgot that it changed size. There we go. Look at that. He's gorgeous. I think he likes to go surfing on the weekend. And how do I reset that? That's very disconcerting. Lizards. Let's draw the legs of the lizard. I feel like I'm doing that game. You know, not game. Bingo! You know when he reads out the letters? And I forgot my face was in the way. Sorry, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Peter and you have been together for 17 years. Congratulations. This summer. I don't measure time in seasons because I haven't caught up on all the seasons yet. I'm still like on season 2, I think, of Chicago Hope. Who remembers that game in San Aquarium? Span, you'd remember this in San Aquarium. I think Span left. She must have left. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'll remember that, Leisha. I won't remember your name, but I'll remember the number between 1 and 9. 4, which is exactly in between 1 and 9. Leisha and yours, yeah, question. I like the randomized aspect nature of the world. The increase. Cassandra just left. She left me. Let me look out the window. She really did. There's a guy in a tiny, tiny thing across the road. It's so exciting. Look at my figure. It's awful. I look like a potato with a head. Okay, let's pay attention, Simon. Buff lizard. Yeah, pretty buff lizard. Yeah, it's got a very short tail, though, because I ran out of room. There we go. Oh, no. So, if you guys are my randomizer 2000 or 4000, as the case may be, he needs another foot. I reckon the back one should be wearing. What I was going to do is, when I had my plan in my brain, I was going to write that program so that Cassandra came back. I heard the door shut. Maybe it's not Cassandra. Maybe it's a big potato walrus coming to eat me. I can explain your cat. Definitely. Hal's cat. So, all I know about Hal's cat is that it was very interested in board games. And it looks like this. It's a very cute cat. It doesn't look anything like this, by the way. This is just the cat that I drew like a bajillion times at work. Oh, that doesn't have a nose. There we go. Ah, there's the cute little kitty cat. And it's got stripes. Well, I don't know about your cat. It has stripes. And look at the face hairs. Pumpkin. Is that the pumpkin? Okay, we've got a word. Pumpkin. That's right. No, we're going to talk about, we're going to have an adjective and a noun. So like a doing word. No, that's a describing word. Sorry. Verb. A verb, a noun, and an adjective. Because we know language better than we remember numbers between 1 and 9. Okay, let's remember this, and we'll move on. Come back. I mean, we'll move back. We'll move on. Then we'll turn around, and then we'll come back. I wonder if I can do that with my face here. Yeah, I can. Wow, I look like my dad. Look at this eye, it's so droopy. That's my brain damage. Wow. Shouldn't joke about brain damage. But I do have memory loss. So anyway, who are you? We're going to come back to the cat. Hal's cat. We'll just write this down so we can keep track of everything. Hal's cat's name is Pumpkin. She does a weird thing between making biscuits and scratching on just my work bags and nothing else. Interesting. Are your work bags made out of catnip? Yes. I'll answer for you. There's so much time delay. Shirley Ward is here. I warned you she'd turn up. Nope. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe your cat just really doesn't want you to go to work. Although I assume you work from home. And then maybe the cat really wants you to go to work. Maybe the cat really wants you to make some money from your photo shoots so that you can buy a new work bag. Oh, actually, is the bag made out of that stuff that's like plasticky and really good to scratch with your scratchy fingernails? Cat fingernails. Meow. What is it called? Everyday Claw. I remember. I am Klaus. So, that's a reference from a movie that nobody here should watch. It's quite violent. It's John Wick. It's a normal backpack. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe, I know. What's your cat's name, by the way? We'll call it Pumpkin. So your cat's name is Pumpkin now. And you can't go back on that. You've decided. I've decided for you and me. And Pumpkin. My niece's name is Pumpkin. She's not Indigo Blue. Really? Your cat's name is Indigo Blue? That's fantastic. Cass is leaving again. I can hear the garage door closing. She's just messing with me, I think. Indigo Blue. Indigo Blue. Is that... like, is she named Indigo Blue? Or is the actual color the cat's name? Because that... oh, Indy for short. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That's funny because Indigo Blue is like the color that I can't see. So I can't see your cat. Maybe it's invisible. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe your cat hates the bag. Claude, thank you, Lisa, for the words. So we've got a verb, which was skip. And then we had a noun, which was pumpkin. And then we need a adjective. We do. We need one. Pumpkin sounds better. No, come on, Anna. Presumably it's you or Sean. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I literally just commented that I love movie libs more than pumpkin pie. I don't know what movie libs is. Is that like a movie library where you go and then there's movies all on the shelves and you pick one down and they're like little mirror discs and then you put them in the special machine and then you watch them? Movie libs. The movie libs? We'll learn. Yeah. Yeah, Hal knows. Movie libs are the best. Is that where you sit down and you watch a movie with your friend with it paused and then you guys try and say the words that the movie thing is saying? Yes? I love the delay because it just allows me to come up with all of your answers. So we're going to draw a pumpkin here. Now this pumpkin is skipping class, but it's also skipping leg day. Let's just draw some feet. What kind of feet? If pumpkins had feet, what kind of feet would they have? I think little pumpkin foots like this. Maybe. That's very disturbing. Oh, that's not the right shape. Quick, we better fix the shape. There we go. That's a good pumpkin. And then we need... So funny because my niece is named Charlotte, but I call her Pumpkin because Cass and I named her Pumpkin before she was born. Which is confusing. Okay, here we go. From Sacramento Comedy Spot. The friends I was saying in the past who owns a comedy place. Yes. The Pumpkin Toes lol. So, is my assumption about the movie libs correct? Where you watch a movie and then you try and say what they're saying on screen by lip syncing it? Because if it's not correct, I would very much like to know how to draw a pumpkin. Look how happy this pumpkin is that he's skipping school. Don't skip school, stay in school. Sian, Anna, stay in school. Mackay, Koa, if you're there, stay in school. Leisha, stay in school. Ah, dear. Oh, actually, we should work on Leisha's thing for the envelope. No, we shouldn't. This is pay attention. Vines. Is that the adjective? Vines is an adjective. It could be an adjective. That guy, he was walking down the street, right? And look at him. And he was wearing a scarf. And he had this head, right? And he had a neck. And these ears. And he had this fantastic hairdo, you know, and he's just walking down the street looking so fancy. And he's like, oh, look at me. I'm so wonderful. I don't have a skerrick facial expression. Not facial hair. But he was wearing a collared shirt, which was weird to begin with. But his scarf was so Vines. Because it was so skinny and long. See, that's his scarf. His scarf, so Vines. So it's an adjective. I can type, write with my hand. His scarf is so Vines right now. Oh my god, it's so scarf spider. We went and saw Dylan Moran, which is a bit sad because I think he's having a bit of a hard time. So he wasn't extremely funny. But we went and saw him last night, and I was thinking about all of the weird things that I would say if I was in his position. Not if I was Irish, because that's not the case. You have not done school, Lisa. We're learning every day. Let me just quickly catch up. It's like Mad Libs, but it seems... Sacramento Spotted Pumpkin Toes. It's Mike Ladlib, but it's the scenes that have come to words changed out by a group of Sacramento Comedy Spot. They improvised the scenes and Shirley explained the rest. Yeah, so you improvised... Yeah, I went to improv classes. It was super fun. The problem with the classes was that you did not graduate in 1980. I was born 5 years later. That's weird. Lisa, in my mind, you're only about 27. And I'm going to... Actually, that's not true. What I do is I think of everyone on the internet as like 8 or 9 years old. And then when they say nasty things to you, like, don't edit your videos so much, you can just be like, oh, they're only 9 years old. You're not old, Lisa. It's not true. I'm bald. Look. If you just cut that here, look, it looks like a very disturbing bowling ball. Shirley was born in 1980. Look, we're learning so much about each other. Clara, Anna has not done school. It's okay. School is fun. School is really fun. Wait till you get to university. That's really fun. His scarf is so Vines. Let's just quickly write that in the thing here. Vines. So if a pumpkin was skipping vines, then you would have the vines underneath here. No, because fine. No, it's still a noun. Excuse me. I was just going to burp a bit. Excuse me. Oh, that's inappropriate. Soccer is fun. Is it though? My head looks like a soccer ball. Marnie Rose is here. How do you develop a visual library for drawing? There are so many things to draw. Where and how do you start? Marnie, what a fantastic question. You should come to my Thursday class. Are you a Creative Kids voucher holder? If you are, you should come to my creative kids classes. Yeah, I like soccer. I don't mind. So I don't really like soccer. I can't run very much because I'm very large. So instead of running, I just lift heavy things up and put them down again a lot. And then I do that again and again. And like pumpkins. Pumpkins are quite heavy. Look how happy he is. So don't skip school. Stay in school. Play soccer. Okay, so let me just answer Marnie's question because this is really important. What was his name? If you've ever heard of the cartoon character Ginger Meggs. Ginger Meggs. Oh, I think that's how you spell it. The author of Ginger Meggs, wrote a book, and I had it. And in fact, I might still have it in my bookcase on the other side of the house, but I won't go and get it now because that'll take too long. So he said, what you got to do is you got to have a folder like this, right? And in the folder, it can be a manila folder if you've ever heard of that, or you can have a folder on the computer, but it's not quite as good. But what you do is you call it he called it your morgue, which is a bit disturbing, but that's what he called it. And you call it a morgue because you might have lots of different like body parts in there. And I'm just going to draw a bone sticking out of there. And that's disturbing. And you love Ginger Meggs. That's fantastic. So, Marnie, now, what you do is morgue. You make the morgue, and then you put little snippets of sketch. So what I like, say, for example, I've got this here, dun, 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 which is a thing here, and I've got a little pear baby looking happy, and then vegetables, and then I've already bought my filters and stuff. But I distinctly remember taking his advice when I was a young man. So I remember looking at Elmer Fudd, and Elmer Fudd was fishing, and he was holding a fishing rod. Here's a fishing rod. This is a selfie stick, but I can hold it like that. Right. And I remember not being able to draw hands very well, because hands are hard. And I remember thinking that Elmer Fudd was holding this can I get it? There we go. He was holding the fishing rod in a fantastic way, right? So I remember in my little sketchbook or on a piece of paper somewhere, I drew this exact thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this strange thumb shape and 4 sausages. And then, it had the fishing rod, or in this case, a spear. What? There we go. And then what you do is you take this piece of paper, right? And then this piece of paper, and you put it in the morgue. And then for some reason, well, not some reason, but like your brain then takes that information and then it stores it. Because you kind of curate this morgue, this folder full of cool drawings, and then you end up with a book or a folder full of like little snippets of things that you remember how to draw. And then from that, you build this sort of mental map of the world based on the symbolic understanding through the language of cartoons. Which sounds crazy. But basically, just save the little wins that you have. And also the little things that confuse you as well. So, like, I still struggle drawing hands because they're extremely confusing. But the more you draw them, obviously, the easier it gets. And you can write down things like, I remember writing down, I saw on the internet that you should always put your knuckles in this kind of shape like that. Not straight, they're not flat. So your knuckles go in a like curve, like across here. Whoop! And this turned into a real drawing class, which is fantastic. I like it. And then the thumb has these extra knuckly bits, and then there's extra chunky things. And they're made up of like 3 sausages. So then you can chunk the sausages together. Dun, 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 dun. And then you do that, right? And then you have this kind of hand shape. And it looks a little bit like a chicken. But the point is, then you take this little sketch that you did on a piece of paper, and then you put it in your morgue, and then you know how to draw it. A little bit like this rhino here that I've drawn. Rhinos. Whoops. And there we go. Rhinos. Oh, that's lovely. It's kind of funny. I don't even know what this book is. Oh, there's little pear babies. Wow, this is really cool. So this is the experience right now, where you open up your little book and you're like, oh, I remember drawing that hand, and then you reinforce it in your brain, and then you might think, oh, I could draw a hand holding a spear, and then it would be amazing. But then, yeah. So that's how you build up a catalog of things to draw. You also use things like the randomizer, which is the thing that we used a second ago. You can just do it on the internet. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. If we make it to like 1 millisecond, it won't beep so much. But the point is, then you literally just come up with a random word, and then you just draw something. Anyway, teacher. So you could draw a teacher. Look at this blue. It's so gross. Let's put it down here. Make it a bit smaller. Oh, I didn't make it work very well. There, I should make it a bit smaller. But anyway, superhero teacher. That's what they are. So, does that answer your question, Marnie? Did we get off track? Who knows? But then, of course, you can learn to draw things from just sheer brute force practice. So, like, you can draw like little fingery things, and then you kind of learn to follow the contours in your mind, like this. And you end up being able to sort of sketch things that you otherwise wouldn't been able to draw. And you learn landmarks, which is another thing I think that was in his book. Landmarks are like little parts of a thing that you learn how to draw, like this thumb. So adding that thumb to anything, just that shape. Anyway, you do like your teacher. I'm sure they're beautiful, Mrs. Let's try and guess the teacher's name. Mrs. Odell, Mrs. Susan, Mrs. Michaels, Mrs. Mitchell, Mrs. McGinty, Mr. McGinty. Maybe it's even, maybe it's a person, Mr. Oh, Clara, that's your name. That's your name, Anna. Oh dear, that is pretty cool, Hal. You just learn those things. This hand is terrible though, but of course, at any given moment, you can, you learn by making mistakes. And oh, by Jove, I've learned a lot in my life by making mistakes. That looks interesting. It nearly works, but like with a little practice, it's handy. A little practice, you get better at it. But then, of course, you can just draw a hand in this way. Look, I'll show you. So there's that shape again, the thumb, then another sausage, and oh, that's a bit pointy, ironically. And then just 3 more sausages, a couple of curves, you've got a hand. Everyone knows it's a hand because it's the symbolicness of a hand. Or is it just a really confused dog? How do I turn this into a dog safely? I don't think I can. It's not a dog. Is it a dog? Maybe it's a dog. Maybe I know what it is. It's a shark. This is his fin. That's actually kind of cool. I think I ruined every... Wow, God, that's so disturbing. There we go. Look, it's a shark. A handy shark. You howl! It's like when I tried to draw SpaceX rockets. Anyway, Ginger Megs came up with that idea, and that was a book. I should send you that book, but I don't know where you live, Marnie. Actually, I probably do know where you live. Because you're Marnie Rose. I know you. I know you, Marnie Rose. Let me just quickly do some research here on the internet with the magic of my email. Dun, 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 dun. You're not the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the ANU, are you? Wow, I just got an email here with Marnie in it from 2016. That's a long time. I don't think that was you. We didn't know each other in 2016. Dun, 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 dun. That's how you keep time. It is you! Marnie! Did I ever reply to your email about... You asked on March the 9th, you asked to buy some of those books. Is that true? Anyway, I know who you are. You're Sparky Marnie. Okay. Oh, no. Shh, don't. Oh, no, I said it out loud. Everybody, just delete that from your memory. Thank you very much. It's all right. I mean, everybody knows where I live, which is disturbing, really. I've lost my chat. Where are you guys? Help. I lost the chat. Okay, here it is. I found it. Yeah. I can send you a couple. Oh, there's one just here. I had it in my hand. We were talking about it. Here, there it is. Anyone can fly in microgravity. I'll give this one to you. Here you go. Oh, you always go by Sparky. That was lucky. Are you an electrician? That would be amazing. We do have a bunch of them. And yes, you will. I can send some to you. I just have to draw on them or put a stamp on them. Send me another email. I've got so many emails. Oh my god! You know that feeling when you get you get the emails and then you open up the emails and this is what your brain does. Wait. Zoom back out again so we can draw these. So this is my brain when I have too many emails. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. That's about it. Maybe I'll just draw the ears. Yeah, that's it. I think that's about it. Maybe it's more like this. That's another. Oh, okay, yeah, Marnie. That's another thing, right? So see this mouth with the teeth, where there's like the little shadows of the teeth in the edge. I did distinctly remember putting that in my morgue when I was a kid because I always used to draw teeth like this, right? Where you do the linesy lines, which is always a great idea, but sometimes you make mistakes and it's a bit confusing. And then, I remember also putting these noses in the morgue where you go like this. And then you've got some things need to stay in the morgue. Which is not a sentence I thought I'd be saying today. Do you send you to draw an go on, but ADHD concept. Wait, hold on. Oh man, I've lost my train of thought. But see the there. But if we do the mouth right with just the shapes of these little triangles of the teeth, and it kind of gives the impression of teeth, which is really fun. So then I put that in my morgue, and then I've remembered it ever since. So, do you have a way for people can donate to your stuff? Well, if you go to patreon.com, you can become a Patreon for $3 Australian, which is like not much. And Patreon, 8 elbows. I don't actually know the URL. Let me quickly just Google it here. There, I think it's that one. Patreon.abells.com. That one. I can't type in this thing. No. I just have to type it in. So if you go to patreon.com, writing out by hand, 8 elbows, writing out a URL by hand is absolutely absurd. But anyway, if you go there, you can give me $3 and then you just cancel and then I've got $3. And you have a warm sense. I just want to say thank you to all of my patrons. Patrons? Is Shoop here? Shoop's not here. Oh, it's such a shame. Shoop's not here. Or as I should call her real name that I know now that I won't mention because I already told Sparky, everyone it's Marnie Sparky. That dude does look creepy. Describing your emails. Oh, yeah. They are so handy for drawing on the go. No, a bit of an ADHD constantly going. No, I sleep sometime. I don't have DDHY, whatever it is. Do you have a people that can donate to yourself? Yes, Hal. Thank you for mentioning this. We just talked about that. Flat pancake teeth. Yes, flat pancake teeth. Pancake teeth. How would that work? I really enjoy having you guys here because otherwise I'd be just staring at the garden path, weeping silently into the wet grass. Pancake teeth like this. Oh god, that looks like a tongue. No, I can't color it in. If you join them up in the middle, it looks more like pancakes. That's fantastic. Wow. Imagine if you had, those like in the movies with the gangsters and they have grills on their teeth. Imagine if you had one that it's made out of pancakes. Whoops. Pancakes. Pancakes and waffles. There we go. Oh, he needs some eyes. Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, learning to draw is like learning a language. You just practice, and then you got to talk to other people with the language and see if they understand. If they don't understand, then you change what you say. I don't know where is Shoop. Pancake teeth with floppy. Imagine trying to eat stuff. I just so because of the delay, I've just looked at myself and I'm there like this, which is good live streaming. Maybe I should do the whole live stream like this, and then just draw pancakes with butter on top like this. It looks like an egg, but don't tell anyone. Dun, 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 dun. These are pancakes, by the way, guys. Oh my god. And it has some maple syrup. Oh my god, bacon and maple syrup. Best thing to come out of Canada. Yeah, if you've ever had an anesthetic on your tongue and you've accidentally chewed your tongue, like I have in the past, it's not a pleasant experience. His scarf is so vines right now. Oh my god. So, if you were using this on the pumpkin skips vines. So the verb is skip, the noun is pumpkin, and the adjective is vines. So maybe it's because his little arms are so short, they look like vines. Not short, skinny. Look at that. See, it all comes full circle, like the great circle of life. In the great wondrous land of Upandis. Have you guys seen the sequel to The Lion King? Anyway, if you did the whole live stream like that, you would look like the first guy you drew with the jail bar's teeth. It's true. This guy, he's scary. Let's fix him up. So the first thing to do when fixing up one of your drawings that looks a bit scary is to remove the pupils, and then they look ever so slightly more terrifying. Sometimes you have to break some eggs. I did that. Have you guys ever tried to squeeze an egg with, I made a video a couple of years ago, and you get the egg and you squeeze it long ways, like this. I'm sure it's got something to do with structural engineering. Look, we'll just go on a little tangent here. Everything's a tangent, Simon. Everything's a tangent. That's deep somehow. I'm not sure why or what, but I'm just making this egg shape good. So it's really strong if you push down from the top and the bottom like this. And it doesn't break. Or at least the one of them I tried didn't break. But if you do it from the side, it's really easy to break, which is bizarre, right? So it's really fun and counterintuitive and messy, and they're the kinds of things that I like. Counterintuitive, messy things. Oh, no, wrong guy. We're going to fix his... Did you guys hear that? It was like a bell going off. That's bizarre. It's true. And we're covered in maple syrup. Grill, I mean, should pay attention. What was I saying last couple of weeks? Pay attention, don't get distracted. That's right, and we just need some hair. There's some beautiful hair, because bald people are terrifying. They're so scary. He needs a little nose and some eyebrows. And now he's much nicer. Oh, he's so nice. It was great. The reason I broke those eggs is because if you're going to make an omelette... No, it's because I left them outside, and they were chicken eggs from one of our friends' chickens. And I left them outside for like, I don't know, a week in the sun next to my barbecue. Yeah, you was bald, and... but you're not... Look, Hal, this is bald. I can't see myself in the thing anymore. There we go. This is bald. I can't go not bald anymore. I am that guy from Star Trek. Leisha, what's that came to my head, lol? What's that? Let's think about this sentence for a while whilst staring at this egg. Leisha, what's that came to my head, lol? You have bearded compensation. I should do that on a shirt that just says, I'm bald, but I have bearded compensation. Or beard pensation. Beard pensation? Some of these ideas that we come up with are a little disturbing, and other times they're not. So let's just ask the randomizer what another good noun would be. Villain! A villain. Dun dun dun. So we need a verb and an adjective. If someone would be so kind as to add a verb and an adjective in the magic boxes using the power of digital technology, Please. That's right. It gravitated. You should see my ankles. So hairy. They're not really. Glittery! I love it. Adjective. Glit. There's too many T's. Ah, come on, Simon. You can do this. I believe in you, Peter. Glittery. Glittery. Okay, I did it. I've done it. And rushing. Is that a verb? Rushing. You do rushing? Yes, you do rushing. Rushing, villain, glittery. Rushing, villain, glittery. Verb, nouns, and adjectives have been my mortal enemy since childhood, lol. Why have they been your mortal energy? Mortal... I agree. The way that language is constructed fascinates me, but I also do have a little trouble understanding physics and maths. I'm not a golden pony boy. Golden pony boy? Are you allowed to say that? Verbs, nouns, and adjectives. Rushing, villain, glittery. Okay, so the Russian villain. Not Russian. He's not Russian. He's rushing. So he's running, a little bit like the pumpkin. But he's glittery and fabulous. So let's think about this. A villain. A villain has an evil nose. We all know that. And also an evil smile. We all know that. And also possibly some pointy teeth. There we go. And let's just colour that in very quickly. And also definitely a goatee that we might colour in later. And a nice strong jaw. A villain with a strong jaw and pointy ears. I'm pretty sure I'm drawing a vampire. But also a wonderful hairline, because you don't see many bald villains anymore. And some evil eyebrows, because all people who are evil have owl brows. Owl brows? Owl, what are they called? Cove eyebrows. Anyway, we'll get there. And he's rushing. And he's got a fringe and also some hair. Like that. We might colour in that in a moment. But he's Russian, and I've accidentally drawn... Can I move things around? Can I do that? I don't think I can. Now I can select it. What if I cut it? Yeah, I can cut and paste. Amazing. So let's just move that out of the... Whoopsie bum. Oh, no. Let's go down. Here, we'll paste it there. Pay attention, Simon. Okay. I think we've made too many layers, and now I need to combine the layers. And we're doing this here. There we go. Okay. Here he is. He's fabulous. So he's got a high collar. He's got a neck. So let's give him a neck. What? He doesn't have a high collar that wraps around like that, because he's a villain. And he's rushing like that. And he's got hands, because we learned how to draw hands, remember? Hans Christian Andersen. He's got evil hands. Oh, Nia, that one looks like a fish. But we'll go with it. It's cool. And he's got long, billowing, jackety cape thing. There we go. And some buttons. And then we're going to add some glitter, but we're going to add his little legs here. Now, this is some legs. That's his belt. This is Joseph and his Technicolor glittery coat when he was a naughty boy. And give him some shoes. Maybe his shoes are glittery. And quick, we just got to draw fast here. And we'll draw his other shoe. And there we go. Lovely. Okay, now we need to add some glitter. What color is glitter? I am also lost. He looks like he's using the force. It's true. Let's give him a shadow and some speed lines. And now we need glitter. So glitter is yellow. Is this yellow? I think that's green. Adding glitter is a fun game. I don't know how loud that is for you. But I can't tap any faster. Purple, sorry. Purple. You're right, it is purple. I think that's purple. It's between blue and red. That must be purple. It's like really bad electronic dance music. Yes. And maybe some of the glitter is coming off because he's running so fast. And then we need just a lighter version of that. Maybe some of that color. Is that allowed? Am I allowed? Is that a good color? There we go. That's villain glitter ginger megs. No, it's not ginger megs. Quick, we need a black back. Backstreet's back. All right. Where's the thing? Down here. Rushing villain glittery. Oh, his hair and his goatee. He needs. Okay, wait. We can do this. Somebody colored. Why am I singing? I'm so sorry. I apologize profusely. I don't know what the word profusely means. If I whisper, can you guys hear me? Yes, you can. I'm sorry. Okay, if we just go round the magic circle of color, he'll have some rainbow hair, which is glittery. Is rainbow hair glittery? I think it is. Incidentally, you can go to LeishaBeads.com and get your very own I want it that way. LeishaBeads.com and get your own rainbow thingamajig, which is, what is it, Leisha? Help me out, quick. Got to add these colors. It's so tricky when you get this tiny beard thing. Beautiful, there he is. Villain. Oh, nice and red. Villain. Rushing. Whoops. Glittery. Would it be glitterly? Glitterly. There we go. I think that's lovely. Oh, let's move it over here. Rainbow baubles. Really? You make me a rainbow bauble? Tell me why. Ain't nobody gonna. How do you know that song, Anna? Or Sean? You do have rain. Of course you have glitter. If you go to glitterforgood.com, you can support some fantastic charities and also get some glittery stuff. God, I'm so bad at advertising and marketing. What are we doing here? Why are we here? Let's quickly just Twilight did sparkly vampires. They did! I forgot all about that. English, science, and physics any day. I would appreciate science and physics as well. I mean, I do. I would. If somebody said, Simon, you had to learn one subject for the rest of your life, I would choose science and physics. 100%. English is really confusing. Like, I before E, except after C, and every other. I just zoomed out. Crazy. Wow, I didn't know you could do that. How did I do that? Ah, there we go. It's still wonky. Where are you going to make it? Maybe if we go to Window, Reset Layout. No. Hide interface? No. Duplicate everything? Panic. There should be just a big button on the internet that allows you to just press panic, and then what happens is it just pops up with like cute videos of dogs dancing to like funny music. That would be great. I want that to happen. The wonky donkey honky tonky monkey. Soccer. Really? Anna, you love soccer that much you would just study soccer for the rest of your life? That's amazing. I must say I'm very, very happy that you like soccer because I don't. And it makes me happy that other people like things that I don't so that they can like them so that I don't have to. It makes perfect sense. Drawing. Well, Marnie, you're in the right place. If you want to learn how to draw, all you need to do is draw. Which is great, because that's a little bit different to like nuclear physics. Because if you need to study nuclear physics, you're not allowed to do the nuclear physics. Unless you get a job in a nuclear physics factory. I forgot what question I asked you, Sarah. Anna? Why don't I call you Sarah? My other sister's name is Sarah. I have two sisters. One's name is Sarah, one's name is Anna. One of them is Span, and the other one is Peachy. And it's not Peachy. I have a lot of nicknames for everyone. You don't like to play... Oh, you do. Okay, so I read that a little bit wrong, Anna. I saw that and I thought you said, I like to play soccer with dogs. I thought you just got the cutest, most adorable pugs that are purple. Let's keep it purple. Like this. And you use them as soccer balls. How do you draw a pug? I should know this. I drew a pug in one of my videos. It looks like a pig. Pig the Pug? Who loves those books? There, that's better. And he's got little footsies. Oh, so cute. But my biggest piece of advice is just draw anything and everything all the time. Hyundai. Advertising really works. There we go. And this is Sarah's foot. No, not Sarah. Sorry, Leah. I can't get any of your names right. Sorry, Anna. I just called you the wrong name 14 times in a row. This is your foot. I really think you should get some new shoes. These are looking a little bit weird. But they've got shoelaces. There we go. Shum shum. And then you've smacked the soccer dog. And he loves it. Don't get me wrong. The dog loves it. He enjoys it. He's magic. Cats wouldn't play soccer, no. They would sit and judge. It's true. Soccer, wonky doggy. Okay, yep. Okay, well, no, guys, it's only 3 minutes left. Is that right? Because we're 12:30. 12:30? Maths. When you're working out time, like when I do it, I have a clock in my head, and then I have to chunk up the clock with language. Safely, Hal, safely. Safely now. I have to chunk up the clock in my mind like a pizza. That's a sentence I didn't think I would say. And junk, and then count the chunks, right? So we did it for an hour. So it's one chunk of the clock and then another chunk of the clock because it ends here. Makes perfect sense. That looks like a baby. Oh, there's a little baby. It's so cute. And it's got a bonnet on. There we go. Look at that. Little nose. Oh, it might be a dog, actually. A dog baby. A baby puppy. I can speak words. Anyway, Marnie says, my oldest son is teaching me physics and science. I have always been fascinated by electricity and how it comes through my PowerPoint. It comes through your PowerPoint. I thought it was pressurized like water, but nope. That's explosive. It's true! Isn't electricity weird? It's like all of the electrons. You should watch Veritasium's video on how electricity travels through wires. Have you watched that? Because that's really good. Veritasium. You know him. I met him once. Veritasium. Before he became like super famous. Well, actually, he's pretty famous. But he has this cool video about how stuff works all the time. And it's really good. And we have 1 minute left. But it's really cool. But he goes about and he explains how the electrons kind of bump into each other, but they don't really because they're just probability wave functions in space-time. I can't believe I said that. Anyway, well done. Oh, no, Valerie! 1 minute left! Thank you so much, everybody. That is a difficult sentence, Hal. Stay. Keep it clean. Anyway, thank you so much for breathing, everybody. And thank you so much for coming, Valerie. I did change the time, mind you. I changed it to 12:30 here, whichever what is. I don't know where you are in the world, Valerie. Valerie, are you in Georgia? USA, because that would be amazing if you were, and I just guessed it. And your house number, and your address was 138 Pritchett Street. That's where I used to live. Chicago? Chicago's not in Georgia. You don't even know where you are. Is it? I'm assuming Chicago is not in Georgia. Chicago is all I don't know about Chicago. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I better stop now because this is getting out of control. But thank you. We never did a recap, but just remember that have a great weekend. Be kind, be curious, and stay awesome. And thank you so much for coming, Valerie. But email me, Marnie. What is control, Hal? What is it? Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the weather. Good luck with the move, Lisa. It sounds intense. I'll give maybe like 30 more seconds for us to have a little chat because I enjoy it. Teaching and sharing awesome things. Thank you, Marnie, for asking questions because... but Marnie, you email me and I'll email you because the Creative Kids voucher class thing is on at 4:30 on Thursdays now. That's a little bit more structured. Sean and Anna would know about that because they came. Control is a setting on my microwave. What? Control is a key. I know, we've done this before. My control is gone. Look, I don't know if you can show you, but look, gone. It's just Anyway, I'm going to stop now. I'll give you 10 seconds. 2. Thank you so much for breathing.